Hi there, I'm Rabiben. I'll explain the hacks that appear in the later parts of Warframe in this video. Warframe has 6 different types of hacks for now. 2 of them I have already explained in the past videos. Today, I'll explain how to do the other 4. Once you get the hang of all the hacks, it'll be easier to pass a legendary rank 5 test. Please note that it contains a few spoilers for Warframe, so please be careful. The first one is hack at Duviri. There are 5 overlapping circles, and dots are moving on each circle. In the center, there is a frame which you can move up and down with the mouse or the left lever. The frame can only be moved up and down. When a frame and a dot overlap, you can delete the dot by clicking or pressing the decision button. You can clear the puzzle if you can erase all the dots before the time limit. If there is a line attached behind the dot, you need to keep pressing the button until the line ends, and the speed of these dots can be adjusted with the button above the circle. If you hold down the button in the upper left corner, the dots will slow down. You should use it when you want to capture the dots surely. The button in the upper right corner will speed up those dots. It is useful to press it when the dots are far from the center. The next step is hacking in the laboratory. 3 rows of letters are shown here, as well as a row of flowing letters. While pressing the decision button, the letters in the flowing row are transferred upward. The transferred letters turn black, and the 3 rows of letters turn black. Hacking is completed when all 3 rows turn black. Pressing only the decision button seems to be enough to clear it. But be careful of the red letters. If you press a button when the red letters appear, the red gauge will increase. If the red gauge becomes full, hacking will fail. Press the button carefully. If the number of black letters increases, pressing the button at shorter intervals will work. The next one is hacking in Hollvania. You can use WASD or the left lever on the controller to select the direction of the white dot. The white dot will continue to move in the direction you have decided. Change direction well and touch all the fixed dots with the white dots to clear. The white dot leaves a trail behind it, and if the white dot hits a trail, the dot stops and the hacking fails. Therefore, you can't change direction suddenly. If you pass by, you can make a turn after a certain distance. Also, if you hit a wall, you will also fail. In the mastery rank test, the path is more complicated, but the same thing is necessary. Be calm and change direction. Here you can clear it by touching all the eye icons. Next, let's take a look at the orange hacking required in the new wall. Once accessed, you must clear it within the time limit on the orange circle. In this hack, you must erase all of the diamond-shaped dots spread out in the circle to clear it. To erase a dot, move the diamond-shaped cursor over the dot and press a decision button or left mouse click. The cursor can be moved with the mouse or left lever of the controller. If you press the decision button at the wrong place, the time limit will be reduced. The cursor appears to be okay as long as it touched to a point, even if it is not perfectly aligned. It looks easy from the outside, but the cursor moves in the opposite direction of the controller's movement, so it is quite difficult to operate. Since it is difficult to do it in a normal way, let's keep in mind the tips that makes it easier to do it. There are roughly 3 tips. 1. Pay attention to the arrow. 2. Think only one side. 3. Inversion. If you combine these 3 tips, you will be able to handle it faster. First, let's focus on the arrow. We tend to focus on the diamond-shaped cursor in this hacking. But here, be aware of the arrow on the opposite side of the line. This arrow, unlike the diamond cursor, will move as you do. Instead of moving the diamond-shaped cursor, concentrate on moving the arrow. Second, consider only one side. In this hacking circle, the line is in the middle and the dots are scattered on both sides. The goal is to erase them all. But let's pretend for a moment that there is only one side. It is easier if you finish erasing the dots on one side, and then try to erase the other side. While keeping the previous 2 points in mind, let's use a third tip, inversion. Well, let's start with a case where the line in the circle is vertical. As introduced in the second point, think first only of the right half of the circle. Now, let's imagine a point inside the circle where the left and right sides are inverted. It looks like this. Once you can imagine that, remember the first point. Pretend that you are moving the arrow. Then, move the arrow over the reversed points. As you do so, a diamond-shaped cursor will successfully approach the point. After completing one side in this way, you can do the other side in the same way. Let's also look at the case where the lines inside the circle is horizontal. In this case, let's ignore the bottom part. Then, imagine the place where the point in the upper part is inverted. Now, move the arrow over the reversed point. Finally, let's look at the case where the line is diagonal. First, ignore the half of the line as before. However, in the case of diagonal line, you will have to imagine the point as being inverted both vertically and horizontally. It is a little harder, but once you get used to it, you will save a lot of hacking time. Finally, install Parazon mods to make it easier. In the legendary rank 5 test, only these Parazon mods seem to work. Auto Breach, Failsafe, and Intruder are useful. Auto Breach may be available by stealing 3 data from spy missions after Uranus. I made a video about some spy missions. If you are having a hard time, you should watch them. Failsafe may be obtained by stealing 3 data in Spy in Lua. If you can afford it, try to get it. Intruder is easily available from void enemies, so there will be no problem. This is a summary of the hacks that appear in the later parts of Warframe. Thank you very much for watching. If you want more, please subscribe to my channel. See you next time. Bye.